Welcome to Scotland's match away to Austria. Let's hand over to your match commentator, is Nicholas Jones.
Thank you very much, Russ. The teams are now walking out onto the pitch at the Ernst Happel Stadium for this crucial qualifying match in Group F for the European qualifiers in the World Cup between Austria and Scotland. Austria have led everybody out, and their captain is David Alaba, the number 8, wearing the number 8 on his shirt. Scotland just coming out now with their captain Andy Robertson. Scotland beats Moldova 1-0 on Saturday. No such joy for Austria. They were beaten 5-2 by Israel, and it's very tight in Group F with Denmark, the runaway leaders, on 15 points as we get ready to pause for the national anthems of Austria and Scotland. was the national anthems between Austria and Scotland. We are now going to have a look at the team lineups for Austria. Daniel Bachmann starts in goal with Dragovic, Hilterega, Ilsanka, and Trimmel, the back four. Grilic already on a yellow card, as is Bachmann, with Alaba and Schaub surrounding him. Baumgartner, Leimer, the two forwards, with Marko Arnautovic, the lone striker. Georgi Kabakov from Bulgaria is the referee. Paul van Boekel from the Netherlands is his VAR counterpart. And we're now going to have a look at Scotland. Craig Gordon starts in goal. Steve Clark makes 3 changes. O'Donnell is in for Nathan Patterson. Callum McGregor in for Ryan Christie. And Shay Adams in for Kevin Nisbet. Tierney, Hanley and Hendry are the back 3 defenders, with Robertson, the captain, McGregor, Gilmore and O'Donnell. McGinn is flanked by Adams, and Lyndon Dykes, the man who scored in the game against Moldova on Saturday. Players now getting ready for last bit of warm-up as we prepare to kick off at the Tapple Stadium. The ball is being brought into place on the back of what seems to be a radio-controlled car. I believe they did something similar like this at Euro 2020. It's now being brought almost into the centre point, which now at the Dees. It looks to me as though Scotland will be ready to kick the ball first. Everyone getting into their final position before kickoff. Marko Arnautovic, the danger man for Austria, formerly of Stoke City and West Ham United. And the referee signals the game to start, and we are underway for the first half between Austria and Scotland. And straight away, a throw-in, but it's a crucial game for Franco Foda's side. If they lose to Scotland, they will drop further behind in the group. If Scotland win, they will leapfrog Israel, who are playing the group leaders Denmark, and it looks to me as though Christopher Trimmel has the early advantage with the ball for Austria. Trimmel now for Austria. He's going round the Scotland midfielder. He's going around the Scotland midfield as he passes to, I think that was Conrad Leimer, but swiftly blocked by the Scotland defensive midfield. I think Kieran Tierney might have been involved in that one. Here's Kieran Tierney now for Scotland. Tierney passes to Robertson, and the ball has gone forward. It looks as though Scotland were about to take advantage of it, but now Dragovic has it for Austria, straight to Daniel Bachmann, the Austria goalkeeper. We'll also keep an eye out. We'll also keep an eye on other results as and when I can in Group F, plus also the other UEFA World Cup, plus also the other UEFA European qualifiers. The Republic of Ireland are hosting Serbia in Group A after Azerbaijan lost 3-0 to Portugal in the same group. Back now with Robertson for Scotland. Almost would look like he was about to pass to Tierney, but well intercepted by Leimer. Good catch by Ilsanka. And it's now with I think it's with Schaub. Austria seem to have more possession at the minute. Cleared away, but sent out by Bachmann, the Watford goalkeeper. Lima to Arnautovic. Now it's with David Alaba, the captain. David Alaba tries to go for a cross to a teammate, but doesn't quite come out. 2 3/4 minutes in, still Austria 0, Scotland 0. Cleared out by O'Donnell, but was caught by Martin Hinteregger. Now it's gone straight back to Christopher Trimmel. Trimmel crosses! Headed out of the way by Grant Hanley. But Scotland aren't out of the woods yet. Austria look hungry to score early on, but Scotland are not having it. This is Jack Hendrick. No, sorry, it was Shay Adams. Shay Adams almost past two. I think it was John McGinn. And that is the closest Scotland have come to scoring in this early stage of the match. Louis Schaub, and it's now gone straight to Lima. Lima looks like one of the players who might do well in assists for scoring. Christoph Baumgartner and Marko Arnautovic were the two goal scorers in the drubbing against Israel on Saturday. Now it's with Lima. Lima's going for it. Can he go around the Scottish defenders? He doesn't quite do it. He backs out at the last minute. And it's now gone to Arnautovic. Now it's with Alaba. Alaba's darting around the Scotland defenders. Can't quite find the gap. And it's now gone to O'Donnell. Now Billy Gilmore. He came close to a score, to a doubling Scotland's lead against Moldova, but loses out to Austria. Now it's with Alaba. Straight to Arnautovic. Well intercepted by Scotland. Lima. Hendry. And it's now gone back to Alaba. David Alaba for Austria. Now it's, I think that was Arnautovic who had the ball briefly. No, it wasn't. It was, I think it was Florian Grilic. Austria still look keen to score early on. Now it's with Schaub for Austria. Alaba to Lima, but almost cleared by Hanley. And an attempt on goal by Arnautovic. It doesn't go where he wants it to. Good cross by Alaba. Arnautovic tried to take advantage, but I think the Scotland defenders overwhelmed him a little bit. And Franco Foda pleased with the performance so far. But a goal kick straight away to Scotland to be sent out by the Hearts goalkeeper, Craig Gordon. Now it's with Austria again. But offside flag has gone up. I think Grant Hanley or Kieran Tierney might have been involved in that one. We'll just have to see. But so definitely somebody or something was in the wrong position. Almost 7 minutes in, still Austria 0, Scotland 0. But that might change anytime soon. Austria now have the ball. At the sea of Alaba, the captain. Now it's, I think that might have been Grilic who had it, but it's now back with Scotland. Lima tries to take the ball away from Hanley, but Craig Gordon was quick to the rescue. Now it's with the captain, Andy Robertson. Andy Robertson for Scotland. Crosses to Dykes, but it was cleared away by Austria. Now it's back with Scotland. Back to Robertson. Here's McGinn. McGinn for Scotland and Dykes. Ball didn't quite go in. Austria were quick to defend, and you're listening to the match on the Commentary Hub, Mike Harneman's YouTube channel, Storm FM, J-DAC Football, JD Sports, and Commentary Hub 2. And this is courtesy of our streaming partner, Melon. And we're also live on, and we're also on Twitter, Periscope, and Twitch, as Scotland now have the ball with Callum McGregor. McGregor passes to Shay Adams. Adams was blocked by Christopher Trimmel, and Trimmel has the ball for Austria. David Alaba not happy about something, and I think he's not happy at how Shay Adams tackled the ball from him. This was McGinn. Dykes got ahead to it, but I think he aimed in the wrong place. I think McGinn. I think the tackle by Scotland was fair. So so in my opinion, Alaba didn't have anything to complain about. But a foul on a Scotland player. Referee says play on. And it's now with Arnautovic. Arnautovic for Austria. Blocked by, I think that was Hendry. Yes, Hendry did block him, but Arnautovic still has the ball. And play has been stopped. Arnautovic might have fouled somebody. Couldn't see who it was. A quick chat with the ref saying, you know, sort of, don't give me any more of this, otherwise there'll be trouble. And Russia have a goal in their Group H match against Malta, courtesy of Fedor Smolov. Ten minutes, 15 seconds in. Austria 0, Scotland 0. As Kieran Tierney passes the ball to Andy Robertson, and now it's gone to Callum McGregor. McGregor back to Robertson. Robertson sends it backwards to Kieran Tierney. Kieran Tierney, the young 24-year-old from Arsenal. And now it's back with Robertson. Robertson to, I think that was Gilmore. Gilmore. Scotland appear to are starting to become more aggressive, I think. Shay Adams. Adams picked up by Daniel Bachmann. This was the attempt on goal by Dykes. He aimed well, but I think Hinteregger did well to get in his way. Now it's with Christopher Trimmel. Now back to David Alaba. David Alaba showing great pace on the pitch. Almost headed by Lima, but back with Andy Robertson. Andy Robertson now for Scotland. Robertson crosses to, that might have been O'Donnell. In fact, it was. As Florian Grilic has picked up the ball for Austria, still wondering who to pass it to. Taking a bit of time there by the looks of it. Dragovic. Now back to Ilsanka. And it's with Grilic again. Crosses to Lima. Lima with the ball for Austria, but intercepted well by Kieran Tierney. I would have to say this match is currently swinging backwards and forwards between the two sides. It's difficult to say. It's difficult to say who is the strong. It's difficult to say which side is the strongest at the moment. Gordon takes the goal kick, passes to Hendry, who passes back to Gordon, and Gordon sends the ball up the field. He was heading for Adams, but well headed by Christopher Trimmel. And a Scotland player has gone down. It was McGregor, but quickly back up on his feet. Seems okay by the looks of it. Tierney to take the free kick for Scotland. Which he does. Well-timed free kick, but Austria doing very well to block that one off. Now it's with O'Donnell. O'Donnell quickly brought down by Alaba, who passes to Trimmel, I think. But now it's back in possession for Scotland. McGregor passes to, I think that was O'Donnell. Now it's with O'Donnell again. Now back to McGregor. McGregor for Scotland. Passes back to O'Donnell. Now it's with Gilmore. Hendry to McGregor. Or is it O'Donnell? No, it's O'Donnell. Hendry crosses. Was aiming for Dykes there, but Bachmann was too quick for him, by the looks of it. And already the Netherlands are 2-0 up against Turkey in Group G. Memphis Depay scored the second goal, and Davy Klaassen scored the first in the opening minutes. 16 minutes. It was the 16th minute that Depay scored the second Netherlands goal. Anyway, Austria going for it! But Baumgartner, the man, one of the guys who scored in the thrashing against Israel, in the match which they lost 5-2 to Israel, almost had it, but didn't quite go the way he wanted. Just whistled past the posts. Barely wide. Scotland not giving up by any stretch of the imagination. Austria trying to get the ball off him, and it looks as if Hinteregger has been brought down nastily. That might have been a serious foul or something like that. He will be checking to see if he's injured or not. Lyndon Dykes tries to sum up what happened, and it was him and Shay Adams that tangled up with him. I think that was just like a normal. I think that was just like a regular. I think that was just like just a pitch incident. They didn't mean for anything like this to happen. Obviously they were trying to get the ball off him, but I'd say it was just a poorly timed tackle. There was no malice inside the foul, and Hinteregger's back up on his feet, which is fine. Just over 16 and a half minutes gone. Austria 0, Scotland 0. Just to remind you that if Scotland win, they will go back up into second place in Group F, behind the leaders Denmark, who I remind you are hosting Israel, who I mentioned just now. And the other Group F match going on tonight, the Faroe Islands are hosting Moldova. Austria have the ball again, courtesy of Lima. Lima passes to Arnautovic, but well blocked by Andy Robertson. Now it's back with Alaba. The Austrian captain sends it to Arnautovic. Robertson intercepts the ball back for Scotland. And it's now with Gilmour. Back to Robertson. Andy Robertson sends the ball up the field to O'Donnell. Dykes tries to get to it, but collides with Daniel Bachmann, the referee, trying to sum up the situation. Bachmann looks like he was momentarily winded, but he's on his knees and moving around, trying to get his breath back. They're all arguing over what's happened. It didn't look intentional to me for Dykes to run into Bachmann like that. Florian Grillitsch is fuming. Clearly he must be upset. Clearly he's upset that Dykes didn't get into the car. Just taking a look at that again. Elbow into the face. I'm kind of in two minds about that one. An incident like that is very serious, but I don't think he meant to do anything like that. And I've just received information that the Republic of Ireland have gone 1-0 down in the match against Serbia. Sergei Milinkovic-Savic scoring in the 20th minute. Bad news for Stephen Kenny's men, as Austria almost had another chance at goal. Just to quickly point out, the Republic of Ireland are fourth in their group with just a single point. So if they keep on losing matches like that, they will be out of contention to qualify for the World Cup in Qatar. Robertson now for Scotland, who are still very much in with a chance, but intercepted well by Alaba for Austria. Throw into Scotland. Just a quick reminder that England against Wales will be Poland will be hosting England tomorrow, and Wales will be hosting Estonia in their respective groups tomorrow evening, as Scotland have the ball with Tierney passing to Gordon, passing back to Tierney. Trimmel to, I think that was Ilsanka. Now it's gone straight back to Bachmann. Almost 20 and a half minutes gone. Still Austria 0, Scotland 0. And it looks to me as though all other Group F matches are at 0-0 as well. But it looks to me as though Scotland are now becoming a lot more defensive in front of goal. They seem to have wised up to the earlier challenges by Lima, Alaba and Arnautovic. But Austria are holding up well against Scotland's attacks as well, as Robertson crosses to, I think that was Dykes, but it's now with Adams. It's gone to Gilmour, and a yellow card has been awarded to Shay Adams. Shay Adams has been cautioned for something. We can't imagine. I don't know what. And the referee making a note in his book after the card. That was for the challenge on Florian Grillitsch. Just barged and sort of shoved him down. Worthy of a card, in my view. That didn't seem right. That didn't seem right to challenge him like that. So Shay Adams deserved that yellow card. Straight now back to Adams. Adams has to watch out, otherwise if he commits any more offences like that, the red card will come out. Austria holding out well against Scotland. Norway have a 1-0 lead in Group G against Gibraltar. Christian Torstvedt scoring in the 23rd minute. And I think that might have been offside in that in something by Austria. I didn't quite catch that. But definitely but it looks as though definitely somebody was out of position. No, in fact, it's a corner. I do apologise. Corner to Austria in the 23rd minute with David Alaba to take the corner kick for Austria. He kicks the ball into the goal area, but everyone misses. Poor teamwork from Austria, in my view. They couldn't get to the ball, but because Scotland were able to get in front of them. And another throw in to Austria. They just can't seem to break through Scotland's defence right now. And Franco Foda is obviously might be getting concerned. Steve Clark's wondering when his side are going to get in front. They lost 2-0 to Denmark on Thursday. They won against Moldova 1-0 on Saturday. Can they score more against Austria? Callum McGregor now for Scotland, but fouled by Martin Hinteregger. That looked really nasty, in my view, and it looks as though Hinteregger has been booked. He has, and Antoine Griezmann has scored the opening goal for France in their Group D match against Finland in the 25th minute. And there's the confirmation, Hinteregger with a yellow card. Free kick to Scotland, and Norway's lead has been extended. Haaland makes it 2 in their game against Gibraltar. Austria now have the ball again. 25.5 minutes gone. Still Austria 0, Scotland 0. Alaba now for Austria. Tries to get round Gilmour, but intercepted by Hendry. Now it's back with Gilmour. Billy Gilmour for Scotland. And it's now gone to McGinn. John McGinn tries to hold on, but can't, as Austria were too strong for him. Now it's Kieran Tierney. Kieran Tierney blasts it up the field to John McGinn. John McGinn has the ball now for Scotland. He passes to Shay Adams. Adams tries to hold on, but can't. Taken away by Grilic. Now it's gone straight to Jack Hendry. Hendry passes upfield to Dykes. Now it's back with Hendry. McGregor. Now Hendry. Straight to, I think that's Grant Hanley. Grant Hanley. McGregor. Gilmour. Now O'Donnell. Gilmour was fouled just now. It looked as if Grilic might have brought him down. This is what happened just now. Shay Adams was intercepted by Hinteregger and Grilic. It's now gone to a VAR for a penalty check. We'll wait to see if it will indeed be a penalty. Josef Poulsen puts Denmark 1-0 up in their Group F match against Israel. The league leaders don't forget. The group leaders don't forget. Referee Kabakov is consulting with the VAR crew to see if it is indeed a penalty. I think he might have a decision. We'll just wait to see. He's going over to have a look at the monitor. Shay Adams was the meat in the sandwich between Hinterregger and Grilic. The more I look at it, the more I think it could well be a penalty, yet Shay Adams didn't go down. And the referee points to the spot, and it's a penalty. Penalty given to Scotland in the 28th minute. Lyndon Dykes will be the man to take the penalty for the team in blue. Possibly not the best way to open a team's accounts, a penalty well into the first half. One of the Austrian players arguing the penalty decision by the looks of it, but the referee's not having any of it. As we all know, a referee's decision is final. Lyndon Dykes gets ready to score the penalty. Well, kick the ball, actually. I think I might have got a bit ahead of myself here, so apologies for that. Ilsanka wishes Daniel Bachmann good luck. He walks away. Lyndon Dykes composes himself. Scored in Scotland's 1-0 win against Moldova on Saturday, don't forget. Can he extend? Can he add to his account? Yes! Scotland take the lead! Brilliantly taken penalty by Lyndon Dykes. The 25-year-old regular at Queen's Park Rangers. And that is his second and that is his fourth goal at international level. Just taking another look at the penalty. Just taking a look at the what gave Scotland the penalty. I didn't see it's all in real time, but Adams did indeed go down. But was that worthy of a penalty? I don't know. Meanwhile, Denmark have scored their second, courtesy of Simon Kjær in the 31st minute against Israel. And 2 goals in 6 recent matches for Lyndon Dykes. Clearly on a roll for Scotland. Remember, if Scotland win, they will go up to second in Group F, currently occupied by Israel, but Austria want to fight back. And Marko Arnautovic almost had it, but it's ruled as offside. Franco Foda starting to shout at his team more, issuing more instructions from the touchline. Heaven knows Austria need more points after that thrashing against Israel on Saturday. Meanwhile, Croatia, courtesy of Marko Livaja, have opened their accounts in their Group H match against Slovenia. Also forgot to mention Northern Ireland will be against Switzerland around the same time as England in their match against Poland, and Wales hosting Estonia. Billy Gilmore for Scotland. Sent out by Grilic, a throw-in. And according to the information I'm getting, The penalty scored by Dykes was in the 30th minute. Shay Adams almost takes the ball for Scotland, but well held by Martin Hinteregger. It's now back with Ilsanka. Straight to Alaba. David Alaba for Austria. Straight back to Ilsanka. Ilsanka almost taken by Dykes. Now it's with Lima. And well held by Jack Hendry. Doing well to keep Scotland's Bay clear. Or should that be goal area? Crossed by Trimmel. And it's now back with Alaba. Now it's with Marko Arnautovic. Straight to, I think that was Grilic. And sent just wide. He's on a yellow card, remember. So he couldn't quite redeem himself. In fact, that was way wide. Franco Foda just can't believe what is happening. Just coming up to the 34th minute, and Scotland now lead Austria by 1-0. Goal kick to be taken by Scotland's goalkeeper, Craig Gordon, which he has. John McGinn for Scotland now. McGinn! How close could you get to scoring Scotland second? I think, but to be fair, I think he was actually too far back in order to get close to scoring. It looks as though a couple of the Austrian players are now getting ready on the touchline to effectively come on as substitutes. Still 1-0 between the Republic of Ireland and Serbia in Group A. Austria now have the ball. Alaba. That was Grilic. And was almost taken by Gilmour. Now it's back with Hinteregger. Hinteregger to Alaba. Alaba crosses to Arnautovic, but intercepted, but well blocked by Hendry. Now it's McGinn. McGinn for Scotland. Passes to Andy Robertson, who fires it to back to McGinn. Still very close between Austria and Scotland, despite Scotland being in front. Alaba now for Austria, straight pass to Ilsanka. It's now back with Scotland and cleared away by Craig Gordon. McGregor now for Scotland. McGregor now has the ball. He passes to Dykes. Almost intercepted, no, in fact, he was intercepted by Hinteregger, who passes back to Bachmann. Denmark still lead Israel 2-0, and no confirmation of goals as of yet between the Faroe Islands and Moldova. Schaub now for Austria, who crosses to Arnautovic, and it doesn't go in. Arnautovic tried to do something, but it didn't go where he wanted. And Norway in Group G have extended their lead against Gibraltar. Erling Braut Haaland scores his second of the match in the 39th minute. And the Netherlands make it 3-0 against Turkey, a 38th minute penalty, courtesy of Memphis Depay. Christopher Trimmel now with the ball for Austria, but has to give it away. Franco Foda walking around the touchline. Looking pensive. A throw into Scotland, courtesy of the captain, Andy Robertson. Now it's with John McGinn, but well tackled by Alexander Dragovic. Alaba now for Scotland, who passes back to one of the defenders. I think he's now crossed to Christopher Trimmel, and it's out for a throw again to Scotland. Robertson to take the throw in yet again, which he does, and it's now with McGregor back to Robertson. Now it's Shea Adams, and Shea Adams fouls Dragovic, but play still goes on. Alaba for Austria. Now play has been brought to a halt. It looks like it's going to be a free kick to Austria, and it will be Grilic to take the free kick, which he does. Austria have had the ball 60% of the time in comparison to Scotland's 40%. So Austria have had the most possession, but at the moment that possession is doing them no good whatsoever because of their 1-goal deficit. Robertson with the ball for Scotland, crosses it to Dykes. Meanwhile, Austria tried to tackle it off him. It's now with Kieran Tierney, who passes straight to Craig Gordon, and it's now gone back to Tierney. Kieran Tierney passes to Robertson, who clears it. Now it's back with Austria. Robertson passes to Adams, and John McGinn now has the ball for Scotland. He's lost out to Austria, who managed to take the throw in right away. McGregor to Gilmore. Now it's with Hendry. 5 minutes to go until half time. Austria 0, Scotland 1. And Denmark have made it 3 in their Group F in the other Group F match against Israel. Still no word of scores between the Faroe Islands and Moldova. Statistically, it looks as though Scotland have the upper hand at the minute, although Austria are still the most possessive. Arnautovic, if he'd been at another angle, he could have headed that ball into goal. But it looks to me as though it will be a goal kick to Scotland. And that penalty debate and that penalty decision will likely be debated for some time. Was it worthy of a penalty? Was it not? I'm still in two minds about that, but a superb finish by Lyndon Dykes nonetheless. The fans won't, the Scotland fans probably won't care much about the decision. They'll most likely want to be interested in the score at the minute. And it's a free kick to Scotland. Just over 42 minutes have been played. And Gibraltar have pegged one back in their Group G match against Norway, courtesy of Rhys Steisch in the 43rd minute. So not long to go for them until half-time. Austria have possession in front, although it looks as if Grilic was... no, it was Baumgartner, Christoph Baumgartner. I do apologise. Was fouled briefly, but quickly back up on his feet. And Hinteregger to Alaba. And a second yellow card to Kagla Soyuncu for Turkey in the 44th minute, as Austria are getting closer to scoring the equaliser, but Scotland doing well to hold them off for now. It's now with Grilic. Grilic crosses, but headed away by Robertson. Shay Adams back with Shay Adams. Now it's McGregor. Gilmore for Scotland. He tries to pass to Dykes, but but it looks like Trimmel was able to get in between both of them quite easily. Now it's back in Austrian possession again, and it's now with Alaba. David Alaba. Half time now between Russia and Malta. The score is Russia 1, Malta 0. And Alaba tries to have another go at crossing into the Scotland goal area, but Scotland are having none of it. 30 seconds of normal time remaining. Trimmel passes to, I think that might have been Grilic. Now it's back with Alaba. David Alaba for Austria, but cleared out by Grant Hanley. Half-time between the Faroe Islands and Moldova. It's 0-0. And 3 extra minutes have been added between Austria and Scotland. Austria corner. Headed away by McGregor, although Austria looking to get back into contention from Arnautovic. Now it's with Schaub. Back to Alaba. The Republic of Ireland against Serbia. Still Ireland 0, Serbia 1 at half-time. Well saved by Gordon. That looked like an attack from Louis Schaub. Well cleared by Gordon. We're now into the first minute of added on time. Still Austria 0, Scotland 1. We'll be checking out the halftime scores momentarily. And Trimmel almost tries to get the ball into goal, couldn't quite do it. And it's now back with Alaba. Alaba for Austria. Now it's gone to Baumgartner. Baumgartner! Sends it just wide. No, it wasn't Baumgartner, it was Lima. That's probably the closest Lima has been to scoring all game. Lima just tried to get round the Scotland defenders, but they weren't having it. And talking of Baumgartner, he was actually pushed down by O'Donnell. This was something I did not see in real time. Should O'Donnell have gone in the book? I don't know. Let's have another look at that again. Yeah, I think yes, it looks as if he definitely puts his arm around his neck and onto his shoulder, thereby forcing him down. I'd say that's a yellow card. I personally don't think it's a red. Referee coming over to have a look at the situation. Baumgartner, Lima trying to talk to the referee about this. I think he might have given him a bit of lip, but the referee's having none of it. This was what happened between Tierney and Baumgartner. It was actually, and it looks as if it was an incident I did not see, which Tierney was fouled. We're just over the third minute now. I think we might be in for some additional time. And it's now Shea Adams for Scotland. Shea Adams with the ball. Intercepted well by Florian Grilic. And there goes the whistle to signal the end of the first half. Austria, the more aggressive. Scotland doing really well with their defence. And the score the halftime score at the Ernst Happel Stadium is Austria 0, Scotland 1. We'll be right back for the second half.
Half time then, and Scotland lead by a goal to 0. Let's see what the second half brings in a few moments. Join us back when we hand back to Nicholas, with the players almost ready for the second half now. Let's hand back over to Nicholas Jones.
Thank you, Russ. The players now walking back out onto the pitch for the start of the second half between Austria and Scotland. Franco Foda will likely have given his team a strict talking to discuss what fresh tactics are needed for the second half. Steve Clarke will likely have looked at his team for ideas on how to defend or even extend their lead, because the way things stand, they will move up to second place in Group F. Denmark will still lead the group with another 3 points, which they are likely to win anyway. And Austria are to kick the ball off for the second half. Everyone getting into their final positions, and it is still goalless between the Faroe Islands and Moldova. Referee Georgi Kabakov looking at his watch to make sure that all is ready to start the second half. Looks left, looks right, and we're underway. The start of the second half, and this time it'll be Austria kicking from right to left. Scotland left to right. Should have mentioned it the other way around in the first half. I do apologise if I haven't. And Scotland looking to carry on where they left off. Austria looking to be more aggressive than they were in the first half if they are to reduce the deficit. Headed by Christopher Trimmel, but the ball has gone out for a throw-in to Scotland, almost pretty much straight away. And play now resumes. This is Lyndon Dykes for Scotland. Now it's with Callum McGregor. Now it's gone straight to Andy Robertson with Gilmore. Now back to Robertson. Robertson passes to McGregor. McGregor brought down by Lima, but nothing given by the referee. And I have to say, I agree with him on that one. That was Alaba for Austria. Now it's with Christoph Baumgartner. Christoph Baumgartner Tries to get through Scotland's defence, but can't. Now it's back with David Alaba. He's given it to Arnautovic. Now it's with Grilic. Now it's with Dragovic. Ilsanka to Grilic. Now it's back with Lima. Ilsanka tries to cross to Arnautovic, but Robertson is quick to get between him. Corner kick given to Austria, their third of the match. It looks as if it'll be Louis Schaub to take the free kick for Austria in the just coming up to the 48th minute. Headed clear by Jack Hendry. 48 minutes have been played so far. Austria 0, Scotland 1. The score remains. Andy Robertson now for Scotland. He passes to Gilmour, who passes to O'Donnell. O'Donnell tried to find Shay Adams, but unfortunately the ball went out. So another throw in to Austria with David Alaba. Sorry, got something stuck in my throat momentarily. Anyway, it's now Hinteregger with the ball for Austria. Now it's straight to Christopher Trimmel. Christopher Trimmel passes to, I think that might have been Arnautovic. Yes, it was Arnautovic. Now straight to Ilsanka. Ilsanka for Austria. Now it's Alexander Dragovic. Now it's gone straight back to Schaub. Schaub crosses to Alaba. Alaba for Austria. Nice cross, but saved by Craig Gordon. Gordon clears the ball out of the goal area. It's now back with, but it's gone back to Austria. Grilic now for Austria. No half-time substitutions have been made between either side. Now it's Hinteregger, and it's gone to Ilsanka. Ilsanka crosses to Trimmel. Now it's McGregor. Now it's with Adams. Shay Adams for Scotland. Intercepted well by Grant Hanley, who's been pushed down by Arnautovic. Meantime, France in Group D have made it 2-0 against Finland, courtesy of Antoine Griezmann. Again, this time in the 53rd minute. Goal kick taken by Scotland. And it's now gone straight to Shay Adams. Meantime, Kazakhstan have made it 1-0 in their away match against Bosnia and Herzegovina in Group D. Islamabek Kaut scoring in the 51st minute. Arnautovic now for Austria. Blocked well by Scotland. And it's gone up for a throw, and the Netherlands make it 4. And that is Depay's And that is Depay in the 54th minute against Turkey. A Scotland player has gone down. I think it might have been Kieran Tierney. No, in fact, it might have. No, I think it was Gilmore. No, in fact, it was Gilmore that went down. Elbow into the face from Arnautovic by the looks of it. Bit of a scuffle between Gilmore and I think it was Ilsanka, and Arnautovic retaliated by the looks of it. Arnautovic had no right to do that. I'm surprised he didn't get into the book, but referee's having a word with David Alaba. Alaba possibly protesting against Alaba possibly protesting about Gilmore. Was he faking it? Was he not? Anyway, now it's with Trimmel. It's gone to Lima. Now it's gone back to Alaba. Alaba for Austria. He's been very menacing around the goal. Now it's with Ilsanka, who tries to send it forward, but it's gone back to Alaba. Baumgartner had the ball momentarily, but was dispossessed by Kieran Tierney. Now Tierney's been dispossessed by Trimmel. And it's now back with Dragovic. Now it's gone to Grilic. And now Baumgartner. Christoph Baumgartner for Austria passes back to his captain, Alaba. Alaba tries to find a space to cross. Can't quite do it so far, but he's found Lima. Lima with the ball for Austria, who passes back to Alaba. Headed away by Hendry, but it's gone straight back to Lima. Lima tries to get round the Scotland players and almost caught by Ilsanka. Whatever challenges Austria are throwing at Scotland, Scotland seem to be dealing with them rather well. Almost 55 minutes in, no, just over 54 minutes have been played. I do apologise. Austria 0, Scotland 1, and Michael Gregoric. And Michael Gregoric looks like he's going to come on as a substitute. Trimmel now with the ball for Austria. Now it's gone to Hinteregger. Hinteregger crosses to Baumgartner, but momentarily dispossessed. Now it's gone back to Alaba. David Alaba back to Baumgartner. Christoph Baumgartner for Austria. Now it's with Alaba again. Defended well by Stephen O'Donnell. And it looks as if, Michael Gregoric giving himself, showering himself in water before he goes on. And indeed he is going to come on as a substitute for Stefan Ilsanka. Ilsanka makes way and on comes Gregoric. The forward at Augsburg, a corner kick taken by Austria, and it looks as if someone has gone into the card. Someone has gone into the books for an incident about something. Was it Grant Hanley or was it Marko Arnautovic? Meantime, Norway have made it 4-1 in their match against Gibraltar. Alexander Sorloth with the 59th minute goal. Meanwhile, we're going into a potential penalty check for VAR. That looked nasty by Sari. I think a penalty could be awarded on that one. The check is over. But will it be penalty confirmed? And it doesn't look like it is. Meantime, Austria have the ball back. And it's now with Grilic. I'm surprised it didn't. I'm surprised it didn't. I'm surprised that incident didn't go to a penalty. That looked very nasty to me indeed. Meantime, Austria have the ball. They've been passing back to and fro with the goalkeeper. It's now with Alaba. Alaba for Austria has gone straight back to Hinteregger. Now it's with Bachmann. Bachmann sends it forwards. Headed by, I think that was Hendry. Now it's with Hanley. Lucky to get away with that one, in my view. Although I think he might have been carded. Just possibly more fortunate that that Austria didn't get a penalty out of it. Dragovic to, I think that was to, that might have been, and meantime, Thomas Delaney makes it 4-0 to Denmark in their match against Israel. 57th minute, Alaba now for Austria. David Alaba tries to go round O'Donnell, but well defended by Gordon. It's now back with Baumgartner. Straight to Trimmel. Trimmel passes to Dragovic. Almost caught again by Dragovic, but that was Louis Schaub, who had the ball momentarily. Still Austria 0, Scotland 1. Just having another look at the Hanley Hinteregger incident. And Hanley has been given a yellow card, and as a result, he misses Scotland's next match. Goal kick taken by Craig Gordon. It's now back with Austria. Oh, almost tripped up by... Bachmann almost tripped up, but that's gave the ball away to O'Donnell via Adams. And a throw-in has been given to Austria again. This lapse of concentration could have given Scotland the chance to add one more. Just caught his boot on a bit of turf there, and Shay Adams almost barged into him. Didn't need to do that. Should have just grabbed the ball. It's now back with Trimmel for Austria. 60 minutes have now been played. Austria 0, Scotland 1 remains the score. And it's now with Lima, Konrad Lima for Austria. And that was a cross almost goal worthy, but I think that might have been Michael Gregorich. This was the corner from Alaba, and that was what happened between Hinteregger and Hanley. McGinn to McGregor. McGregor fouled. I think that might have been by Lima. McGregor looks winded. Is he okay? He's stretching out his muscles a bit. He looks to have some kind of pain with his leg. And if he is hurt, then that's bad news for Steve Clarke. He's in for Ryan Christie, don't forget. Meanwhile, Croatia make it 2-0 against Slovenia, courtesy of Mario Pasalic in the 66th minute. Free kick to Scotland. And just over the crossbar from Andy Robertson. So close. That could have been Scotland's second. Austria still trying to hold. Austria still holding on to their defensive lines and trying to break through. They need to attack more forward if they are to break through into Scotland's goal line. Scotland also need to start attacking more if they are to extend their lead. But it's now Christoph Baumgartner for Austria, who passes to the captain, David Alaba. Alaba to Arnautovic. But the ball doesn't go where he wants it to. Alaba with the cross, and it was actually Hanley who deflected it. Well deflected. What good use of the leg by Grant Hanley to deflect to send the ball away from Marko Arnautovic. Now it's with John McGinn. John McGinn to Stephen O'Donnell. O'Donnell passes back to McGinn. Now it's McGinn for Scotland. Holds off Hinteregger well. And it's now almost caught by Baumgartner, but it was with Gilmore. Now it's Kieran Tierney. Kieran Tierney for Scotland. It's gone, I think it was McGregor. Now it's back with Tierney. No, sorry, it wasn't. It was Robertson. And the Faroe Islands make it 1-0 in their match against Moldova. Clement Olsen scored in the 68th minute. Billy Gilmore for Scotland sends the ball out for a throw. Throw in this time to Scotland. Throw in taken by O'Donnell, but given up, but poorly given away. Scotland take it back though. Che Adams tries to take the ball away, but isn't close enough. Alaba to Baumgartner, Dragovic, and it's now gone to Christopher Trimmel. Trimmel now for Austria. Tries to go around McGregor. And it's now gone to Lima. Dragovic to Alaba. Alaba to Arnautovic. Dragovic. Cross to, I think that might have been Grilic, but Alaba manages to pick the ball up. 65.5 minutes have elapsed. Still Austria 0, Scotland 1. Craig Gordon to take the goal kick for Scotland. Clears the ball out of the net. Headed by McGregor. Now it's back with Che Adams. Taken away, though, by David Alaba. Alaba to Arnautovic. Arnautovic doing well to hold off Grant Hanley. Arnautovic has no choice but to give it to Hinteregger. Now it's with Konrad Lima. Lima for Austria. Great pass by, I think that was Gregorich. Headed by Hinteregger. Now it's back with Scotland. McGinn to Hanley, I think it was. Hanley, I think, or is it Tierney? No, it's Dykes. No, it was Dykes. No, Robertson. Andy Robertson almost had the ball for Scotland. It looked as though he would have passed it to Shay Adams. The fans of the Tartan Army are liking what they see right now. Scotland holding on to their lead. Lima with the ball momentarily for Austria. Now it's back with Shay Adams. Almost caught there by, I think that was Dragovic. Now it's back with Shay Adams, and it's now with Stephen O'Donnell. Stephen O'Donnell for Scotland. Doesn't quite make it to. Saved by Daniel Bachmann. Dragovic has the ball once again for Austria. Caught by Gregorich. Now it's with Lyndon Dykes. Back to O'Donnell. O'Donnell now with the ball for Scotland. And it's now back with Dykes. Almost caught by Adams. Now it's with John McGinn. And John McGinn sails it over the crossbar. He wasn't close enough, in my view. Too far back. Had he been a bit closer, in my opinion, that would have been 2-0 for Scotland. In fact, had O'Donnell had the ball further on, would he have been ruled out as offside? Quite possibly. But almost 69 minutes gone. Still Austria 0, Scotland 1, and the Faroe Islands have made it 2-0 against Moldova. Heine Vatnsdal, the goal scorer in the 71st minute. Gordon now with the ball for Scotland to take yet another goal kick, which he does. He throws the ball out. So I think he's requested a new one. And meanwhile, Lyndon Dykes has gone down. Couldn't see what happened. He was likely fouled by somebody. Couldn't see who, but the Scotland physio is coming over to have a look. Or did he do some injury to himself after the penalty after the penalty earlier on the first half? Feeling around his leg a little bit. He appears to be all right. He's hobbling a bit. So he might have strained his leg. And it looks to me as though a substitute might be coming on there. It could well be. It looks as, and Ryan Christie having a word with Steve Clarke. It looks as though he will be coming on. Don't forget, he was replaced in the starting lineup by Callum McGregor, and Lyndon Dykes will come on. Will come off, as Ryan Christie does indeed go on. And so play can resume. Gordon clears the ball for Scotland. I apologise if I missed anything straight away. Robertson now in possession for Scotland, and it's now with Ryan Christie. Ryan Christie was passing back to Robertson, or was he aiming for Shay Adams? would have likely been the latter. Steve Clark likely itching for another goal, but it's a corner to Scotland, and his wish may be granted if Scotland play this corner well. It's their first of the match. And Gilmore sends the ball into the goal area. And it's now gone straight to Callum McGregor. Ryan Christie now, back to McGregor. McGregor has the ball, passes back to John McGinn. And out goes the ball for another goal kick to Austria. Or is it another Scotland corner? I think it might. I'm actually thinking it might well be another corner. 72.5 minutes have been played. Austria 0, Scotland 1 remains the score. Robertson takes the corner for Scotland, but Austria do well to keep any attack out. And it's now with Kieran Tierney. Kieran Tierney now for Scotland. Tierney crosses to the McGinn in the goal area, but is intercepted well by David Alaba. Alaba crosses the ball to Marko Arnautovic. Intercepted by, dispossessed by Jack Hendry. And a penalty was scored by Bosnia and Herzegovina by Miralem Janic in the 74th minute against Kazakhstan. And a goal in the 77th minute to Slovakia. Martin Koscielnik in the 77th minute against Cyprus. Goal. Gordon sends the ball away straight to Billy Gilmore, and it's out again for another throw. Or was almost caught by Christoph Baumgartner for Austria. Looks as if Andreas Ulmer is getting ready to come on for Austria. Back now with Lima. Straight back to Alaba. Nzarega now. It's now gone back to, I think that might have been Gregoric. Austria need to attack when they matter. They're getting close. I feel they've had a couple of opportunities getting closer to scoring the equaliser, but Scotland have been just too quick for them. That said, I would have to say that David Alaba has been the pesky player in front of the goal line with the crosses and things like that, setting the ball up for his teammates. And I think he's going to do the same with Marko Arnautovic, although the ball was saved by Gordon poorly, in my view, and that would have almost resulted in Arnautovic equalising. But did he collide with Gordon? I don't know. Meantime, Ulmer comes onto the pitch for Austria. He replaces Florian Grilic. No, in fact, it was Schau. No, in fact, it was yes, he does replace Grilic, and Yusuf Demir comes on for Lewis Schaub. And it looks as if a Scotland player has gone down. It looks to be O'Donnell. Steve Clark talking to Paul McGinn, who may be related who may be the brother of John McGinn. Correct me in the comments if that's let me know in the comments if that is indeed the case. You're listening to the commentary hub of Austria against Scotland. We're also on the commentary hub to J-DAC Sports, J-DAC Football, sorry, JB Sports, as Paul McGinn comes on for Stephen O'Donnell, and the Netherlands, Guus Til, scores in the 80th minute, makes it 5-0 against Turkey. Gordon clears the ball for Scotland. Scotland do well to hold on to the ball. Gilmore to Hanley. And in fact, Hanley now has the captain's armband. No, it's still Andy Robertson. I was momentarily distracted. I do apologise. McGinn, John McGinn, headed back to Robertson, but it's now with Trimmel. Nice bit of play by Hinteregger, almost within a chance of scoring from Michael Gregorich. 12 minutes of normal time remaining, still Austria 0, Scotland 1. Austria now have a 5th corner, and it will be taken by the captain, David Alaba. Alaba with the corner kick, and it almost sent in goal by Christoph Baumgartner. He can't believe it, bangs his fist on the ground. Closest he came to scoring Meantime, Dragovic now with the ball, and it's now with Alaba again. Nikolai Milenkovic makes it, reduces the gap between Faroe Islands and Moldova. Milenkovic with the 84th minute goal for Moldova. Austria have so far had 1 attempt on goal in comparison to Scotland's 3. And it's now with Shea Adams. Shea Adams! Just wide. Had he been a couple of inches closer, it would have been 2-0 to Scotland. Should have aimed at another angle, in my view. Bakayev makes it 2-0 to Russia. 84th minute penalty against Malta. And Scotland, possibly now buoyed by that near attempt on goal by Shea Adams, look like they could be in with a chance of scoring another. Here's Gilmore, almost scored against Moldova. Can he do it here? The answer is no. And it's now with Yusuf Demir. Demir now with the ball for Austria, almost taken away by Gilmore and Robertson. Alaba now for Austria. David Alaba crosses. Almost sent towards Gregorich, but held on by Gordon. Just under 10 minutes of normal time left. And I have already decided who my man of the match is. It's going to be David Alaba of Austria. Great teamwork. He's been a great team player so far tonight, setting up goal-scoring chances which have so far missed. And he's also been a pesky player around the Scotland defence as he has set up these goal-scoring opportunities up. So well done to David Alaba, the Austrian captain, getting my score, getting my nod as man of the match, as sponsored by Commentary Services. Dragovic now with the ball for Austria. Now it's gone straight to David Alaba. That was Ulmer back to Alaba. Now it's gone. Now it's with Hinteregger. Hinteregger now with the ball for Austria, who crosses to Alaba but aims too wide. Craig Gordon now has the ball for Scotland. He's going to clear it out of goal. 82.5 minutes have been played. Austria 0, Scotland 1. And the way things stand, Scotland will move up into second place, overtaking Israel, who are currently losing 4-0 to the leaders Denmark. And it's an own goal in Serbia, in Ireland's match against Serbia. Nikola Milankovic, the culprits. So the Republic of Ireland could be in for another well-deserved point, but surely that's not what they wanted tonight. Close attempts on goal, though, by the looks of it, by Gregoric in the match between Scotland and Austria so far. Tierney to McGregor. Now it's with Shea Adams. Adams dispossessed. And it's going to be Andy Robertson who is to take the free kick. I couldn't see who dispossessed Adams. Ryan Christie looks menacing now, going for the ball, but Austria still managing to hold on. They need to get an equaliser and fast, and it doesn't look like they will do one. It doesn't look like they'll get one tonight. They might have been thrashed by Israel on Saturday, but they managed to show some mojo and real determination. But they've managed to show some real determination and aggression throughout this game. And it looks as though Scotland are going to make a couple of other subs. Are going to make some more substitutions with around 5 minutes to go. And in fact, it is 5 minutes to go. And it looks to me as though Lewis Ferguson is going to be one of the substitutes. McGregor now with the ball for Scotland. Straight to Ryan Christie. Ryan Christie. He looks for Shea Adams, but well blocked by... No, sorry, dispossessed by Christopher Trimmel. It's now back with Ryan Christie, I think it was. No, it was Robertson. And he's having a bit of a discussion with the referee about something that caught his eye. Meantime, Bosnia and Herzegovina have overtaken Kazakhstan in Group D, courtesy of Luka Manalo in the 85th minute. Corner kick to Scotland. They haven't made their corner. They haven't converted their corners into goals so far throughout this game. Could they perhaps strike it lucky this time? Adams passes back to, I think that was Gilmore. Now it's Robertson. Robertson curls it forward, but the ball's taken away by Christopher Trimmel. Ulmer crosses to, I think that was Arnautovic. Now it's with Ryan Christie again. Ryan Christie passes to Gilmore. No, it's back with Christie. Adams. Shay Adams with the ball for Scotland. And ball has been gone out for a throw-in. Lewis Ferguson, as I just mentioned earlier, is looking to come on as a substitute, and I think also Kevin Nisbet is going to come on as well. And Billy Gilmore makes way for Lewis Ferguson, and Shay Adams will be replaced by Kevin Nisbet. And meantime, another substitution for Austria. Erşan Kara replaces Konrad Laimer. And the Netherlands make it 6 in the 90th minute against Turkey. Donyel Marlen, the scorer that time round. Austria have the ball momentarily. Now it's with John McGinn. And Ferguson fouled by Arnautovic, it seems. Or was it Baumgartner? I think it might well have been Baumgartner. Baumgartner just seemed to run into him and just push him and just shove him out of the way like he wasn't there. And Norway make it 5-1 against Gibraltar. Erling Braut Haaland in the 90th minute plus the first of stoppage time. Nisbet had the ball momentarily, but it's gone out for a goal kick. Just about a minute of just coming up to a minute of normal time remaining, although I wouldn't be surprised if about 3 or 4 minutes will be added on. And someone has gone into the book, couldn't quite see who. Meantime, Cengiz Under has scored a consolation goal for Turkey. And it was Dragovic who got the yellow card. Under scoring Turkey's consolation goal in the 2nd minute of injury time after the 90th minute. Austria back in possession with the goal. Austria back in possession with the ball, and that was almost taken by Kara. Gregoric also had the ball momentarily. I think it's going to be another throw-in to Austria. Franco Foda looking likely to accept another defeat for Austria. Not the result he would have wanted after that drubbing by Israel on Saturday, and there are going to be 4 additional minutes of added on time. Meantime, it is full time between the Faroe Islands and Moldova. The Faroe Islands win 2-1. And I think it was a goal, courtesy of Christoph Baumgartner. We'll have to check. No, it's offside. Offside. In fact, it didn't actually look like it was goal bound. But it's going to VAR for a possible goal check. Alaba headed the ball, but was Baumgartner offside? I think he might have been. Anyway, it's check over. The check is over. The goal will not stand. And Christie holds on to the ball. Now it's gone to Kevin Nisbet, who wisely backs off. Otherwise, he would have been offside if he'd been all out on his own. Full time between Croatia and Slovenia. Croatia win 3-0. Alaba has the ball for Austria. my man of the match. Don't forget, no, it's with Shankara. Kara fouled. Some other full-time results now trickling in. Slovakia 2, Cyprus 0, and Montenegro 0, Latvia 0. Take another look at what's happened so far. Free kick to Austria, possibly as a result of an incident which I did not see in real time. They could they could equalise with this free kick. It's either going to be Yusuf Demir or Michael Gregoric to take the free kick. I think it is going to be Gregoric who will be the one to take it. No, sorry, it's Christoph Baumgartner. No, it's it's Alaba. Alaba went for it, but it's not to be. I severely apologise for getting those names wrong just now, but so the shot by Alaba just wasn't going to go in, and Franco Foda knows that it could well be all over for Austria in this match anyway. There's still quite a bit of a way to go though before this first round of international qualifying fixtures is completed. Daniel Bachmann with the ball for Austria, clears it. Was headed for Ulmer by the looks of it, but well caught by Paul McGinn. Kevin Nisbet, Ryan Christie now with the ball for Scotland. Just coming up to 10 seconds left of injury time. John McGinn now with the ball. Can he score something in the remaining seconds? Doesn't look like he'll be able to, and that shove from, I think it was, and the final whistle has gone. Scotland have added another win to their tally. They move up into second place. Just what is going on at Austria? They lost away to Israel. They have now lost at home to Scotland. Will they be able, what can they do to rise themselves above what has gone on? Foda shakes hands with Steve Clarke. Steve Clarke and his men can be satisfied with another win, even though Scotland deserved more goals. I don't think they should have just won on that penalty. They should have at least gotten a couple of more goals. Austria were on the attack for much of the game. They should have gotten at least 1 or 2 goals. It could have been 2-2 for all I know. But the final score at the Ernst Happel Stadium in Vienna: Austria 0, Scotland 1.
Excellent, Nicholas Jones, for great coverage of Scotland's 1-0 win against Austria. Superb work. Join JB for Poland against England in our next live